In this video, we'll be discussing the difference between compilers and interpreters in computer programming. In general, programming languages are designed for humans to write and understand, while computers only understand machine code, which is represented in binary digits. The works of compiler or interpreter is to translate the programming language into machine code that the computer can understand. We will start by looking at compilers. A compiler is a program that converts the entire source code of a program written in a high-level programming language into machine code. It does this by reading the source code written in the programming language, parsing it and converting into an executable program in machine code. One of the main advantages of using compiler is that it provides the speed of execution, as the machine code generated is optimized for the hardware it is running on. This optimized code makes the program run at maximum speed with no extra overhead. The executable file generated by the compiler can run on any computer that has same operating system and hardware architecture as the one it was compiled on. Another advantage of using a compiler is that it provides a mechanism to optimize the code. The compiler can perform optimization such as code elimination to remove unused code and function inlining to replace function calls with code that is inside the function. This optimization can make the program run more efficiently. However, there are some disadvantages of using a compiler. In general programming, compiling code takes time, especially for a large program. It can take several minutes to several hours to execute depending on the size of the program, the speed of the compiler, and the explicitity of the code. Another advantage is that making changes to the code requires recompiling the entire program, which can be time-consuming processes. Now let's talk about the interpreter. An interpreter is a program that reads the program's source code and translates each instruction into machine code at the same time as the code is being executed. The process of converting the code into machine code is done line by line or instruction by instruction, whereas a compiler translates an entire program at once. One of the advantages of using an interpreter is that program can be developed and tossed quickly, with each line of code being executed as soon as it is written. This makes it easier to identify errors or bugs and make changes to the code. Interpreter also provide an interactive environment, making it easier to experiment with code. Another advantage is that the code written in the interpreted language is platform independent, meaning that it can be run on any computer regardless of the operating system or hardware. However, there are some disadvantages of using an interpreter, such as the fact that it is slower than a compiler because the code is translating on the fly while running, which can add an additional overhead. Another disadvantage of using an interpreter is that it cannot perform the same level of optimization as a compiler can. The choice between a compiler and interpreter depends on the requirements of a specific project. For larger projects that require high performance, compiler are preferred. For smaller projects or quick prototyping, an interpreter is preferred. Finally, the conclusion of compilers and interpreters are essential tools used in computer programming. While compilers are known for their speed and efficiency, and interpreters are popular for their agility. Choosing between a compiler and interpreter depends on the specific needs to the project. Understanding the difference between the two tools will help you make an informed decision on which to use. That's all in this video. I hope that this video has been useful in shedding some light on the differences between compilers and interpreter. So if you like this video, press the like button and also press the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching this video.